Leeds to kick off. A long ball into the Wigan 20-metre area as they try and run it out now with number 11 Simon Horton, formerly with Dudley Hill. Andrew Farrell. And the question on everybody's mind is the month off from league matches taking its toll on Leeds, because they haven't had a game except for a few of the players. I think it's 3 of them in the World Cup, whereas virtually the whole of the Wigan side has performed in one team or other during the Centenary World Cup. Edward shaped a kick then and threw it out to his right hand side. Taken well there by Francis Cummins. Thrown it into the centre of the field. Now Leeds a chance to put an attack on the board. Fallon, he's driven back by 3 Wigan tacklers. Both sides be probing for openings, and this opening few minutes, certainly Leeds will be wanting, in fact both sides be wanting to get points on the board early in this game. Schofield, Iro to Cummins. Cummins comes off the wing. Touch this on the far side, Siglington to get up. Low kick, put in, chased by Jason Robinson, product of the Hunslet Parkside scheme. So both sides have put kicks into effect in the first couple of minutes of the game. I feel looking for work, coming into the middle of the field. Appeal there by one of the Wigan players, and we've got just an injury or out of the touch judges on. Possibly an incident which happened when Offie was tackled. Neil Harmon being spoken to by Russell Smith, and Wigan get the first penalty of the game. Put it into touch on the south stand side of the ground. Doesn't make the ground, and the touch justice's flag comes off. Creates an amusement in the crowd behind him. But we can get on with the game. They don't want no niceties of a touch judge flag. Flag coming off the stick. Must have been pretty embarrassing. Was that a knock on? Referee Russell Smith said yes. Terry O'Connor certainly looks at the referee quizzically, from a distance, let me add. Don't think he does it verbally. So scrum on the halfway line, and Schofield will put the ball in for Leeds. Comes out, and Schofield has to run a long way to pick that up. Kemp to Iro. Good crowd in at Headingley tonight. The return of rugby league after the mid-season break. Both sides perhaps feeling their way around somewhat. Mick Shaw, a little jinking run. The referee signalling that he wants Wigan players back. Ball transfer quickly, and Cummins comes in off the touchline. He doesn't want to pick up that loose ball. He doesn't want to be bundled into touch. Kemp, kick. Is Robinson going to let that one run into touch? He does. So the scrum, 10 metres from the Wigan line. Wigan head and ball. And they should get this. So Sean Edwards seemed to be almost obstructed by one of his own players there, but he managed to get the ball away, and Leeds very quickly into the tackle. Moving it out to the right hand side. Still continuing this way. They clear their 20-metre zone. Off here at dummy half. Move it inside. With the sixth tackle coming up, so Wigan will go to kick. Leeds. Cook runs back to take that well. Now sets off on a run. Meets one man on the outside. But Wigan always have plenty of players there. Bit of juggling there. Craig Guinness managed to hold that. Adjustment, I think you might say that is. It's going to be a hard game for both sides, I think. And again, it's Leeds who take it to the tacklers who meet them halfway. Neil Harmon there, kick by Schofield, kick onto that far side. Ball doesn't go into touch, it bounces kindly for Robinson and he picks it up. Jinks one way, comes back the other, still gets away from the tacklers. One of these players who's pretty good at getting out of tackles and shrugging off people. There's no shrugging off there for Rodlinski. Quick release there outside, could have been a forward pass, but Connolly back inside, still going. You've got a gap there. He's got Edwards on his outside, puts a kick in, but Cook dives on the ball, and then Sean Edwards dives on Cook to make sure he can't get up to run the ball, and Cook seems to be in a little bit of problem there. Nevertheless, plays the ball, and the Wigan tacklers trying to get the Leeds player into touch inside their own 20-metre zone, which would mean that they would have head and ball, but in the meantime Wigan have not got back the required 10 metres, and the referee says that Leeds have a penalty which they duly put into touch on their right hand side. And run it up hard both through Neil Harmon, and take it over the Wigan, over the halfway line into the Wigan zone. Ball out, gone back. Shaw gets it, loses it. The referee says a knock on there. We're going to wait and see. Is it going to be the first one? Shaw quite couldn't dive on that and hold it. The ball had definitely gone back after being jolted out of the tackle there. So Wigan in an advantageous position just short of the halfway line and across side. Robinson inside, and they can't get far. Brought down Gary Mercer, one of the two Leeds tacklers, Henry Paul, and looks like a knock on there, and snatch of the ball by Andrew Farrell, which shows even. So Leeds 10 metres inside the Wigan half. On the left-hand side, get the ball. So Luke Kemp lets it go through his arms. And in fact, there's an infringement. Not getting back on side from the scrum. The referee was letting see if there was any advantage there. There wasn't. So Leeds in a good attacking position now, just outside the 20-metre line. Take it on. Some 11 metres short of the Wigan line. Shaw trying to bamboozle the Wigan tacklers, but not on that occasion. Just make perhaps a pace or two. Shaw standing still, hoping to get through, nearly does. 5 metres short of the line. Chance for Leeds now to get on the scoreboard. Schofield. Kemp, there's a gap, but it's immediately closed by the Wigan players. Schofield again, he's got support there. Hiro knocked down by Edwards, claiming a penalty there. The ball has gone back. Fallon puts a kick in, that's going to go dead. Just a little too hard. If he couldn't get through, the thing was to put the ball inside over the try line and making sure it didn't run dead, but it didn't run dead. So the first real burst of action near the Wigan line by Leeds, not able to break the Wigan defence on that occasion. Chance for Wigan now trying to out that little forward pass there. And Skerry seemed to be in front of the of Shaun Edwards. Not on that occasion. A good half break there by Wigan. They're trying to get the ball away. It goes to ground, but the tacklers are not up there. Edwards doesn't like the position that Leeds are in there. Tried to strike for the ball. So mistakes by both sides in his first 10 minutes of the game. Knock on there as Barry McDermott drops the ball. A quiet word by Gary Mercer to him on that occasion. So Wigan again a chance to clear their half. Picked up by Andrew Farrell. Big Andrew, and number 11 it is, Simon Horton. Joined Wigan from Dudley Hill. Now Martin Fire trying to go around the outside, and he's well wrapped up in the tackle there and put down by Jim Fallon. Farrell runs on again. Shaun Edwards, pass to Henry Paul, a run round. Dummy rummers, but a slip there. Twigger-Marler not able to keep his feet, and this cold evening, of course, the dew and dampness will be coming down on the pitch, and it won't make it. Shaun Edwards puts a high kick in. Touch the Leeds player then. You see what the referee's opinion is. He's waved the tackle off. They're coming around the outside. Ladinsky to a Fire. Off there. Can't make a break. So, still running across the field. Now Robinson is wing partner on the far side. The referee's still signifying he's gone back to one tackle. Well, it did strike a Leeds player. That kick did from Shaun Edwards. Martin Hall sets them on the attack. Farrell, good tackle coming in there by Kemp round the ankles. You can't run without your legs. It's one of the old-fashioned tackles then. Edwards is he going to put a kick in. Ball out of the hands. Leeds have got it. Knocked out of Shaun Edwards' hands there. One thought that Edwards might have put a little grubber kick in there. He's so adept at doing things like that and catching defences on the hop. And what a pity he wasn't fit for the World Cup final for England against Australia. Is there going to be a knock on there, or was it pulled out of his hands? I'm going to scrum down. Mick Shaw not happy with that. So Wigan now a good chance. Leeds had an attacking move just outside the Wigan 20-metre area a few moments ago. Now it's Wigan turn just inside. Now can the Leeds defence hold tight? Henry Paul got Radinsky up in the line to Connolly. Connolly, he's got nobody to pass to, and he's forced back. He's trying to force tacklers off, and he's forced back about 7 or 8 yards there. Radlinski adapting halfback, and he's going to go down. Tackled by Paul Cook. 2 tackles, and they've not broken the Leeds line yet. Martin Horwood Edwards with room to move. A long ball outside to Connolly, and Connolly immediately knocked down by Kevin Iro. Mick Cassidy, and that's the 5th tackle, so it's going to be a kick. You just see what sort of a kick. Edwards throws up a long kick over to that far corner. Taken by the Wigan player. That should be, but he's released the ball actually. There would have been a knock on, could have been a penalty there. Throwing him down by Twigger-Marler. So Leeds escape with that. Schofield signalling that his players to get back on side. Quite a word to the referee as he on the right mark to put the ball into touch. So Leeds hoping to make a good move downfield with this set of 6. Wigan always there in numbers. 4 tacklers in at that occasion. One thinks it's a quick if they could play the ball, obviously with 4 players up out of the line, the chance for Leeds to break through. It doesn't always work that way. Leeds making ground slowly. That was Kemp. Now Schofield puts a low kick in. Sees nobody back, and that will go in to touch 10 metres from the Wigan line. A good kick by Schofield. Russell Smith signifying that it's Wigan head and ball. "15 minutes gone, no score. Leeds 0, Wigan 0. Edwards puts the ball in, a fire moves into the inside, and Henry put on Leeds with the offside. Leeds offside, and Edwards kicks the ball. There was Wigan player appealing for a penalty before I think Leeds had even made the tackle. But if he's fair to both sides and making sure that both sides stay on side, that's fair enough. Neither side can complain, they've been told. And Simon Horton is put down. Sean Edwards trying to brings his forwards in. Andrew Farrell, Sean Edwards, and that is Hall attacked in half-back. Sugamalo took that well. Good kick there, chased by Robinson. Cook picks it up. And a lot of players would have dived on that ball, but Cook picked it up. He was sure of his handling. Francis Cummings can't break out of the Leeds 20 metre mark. And again, Leeds still under pressure in their own defensive quarter of the field. And a slip there, which is unfortunate, by James Lowes. Mick Shaw breaks one tackle and then he's 2 slips. So it's a case of long studs, last one. So kick by Schofield. And then it's knocked on out the outside on the touchline by Trigamala. So Leeds chance to put pressure on the Wigan defence. Points at the moment hard to come by. Possibly it could be the longest period in a game that Wigan haven't scored this season. In fact, they've scored points aplenty, and Leeds know that. And Leeds' defence hasn't been all that sound at times, although they've won matches. Chance now for Leeds to break on that outside now. Pass inside now, and Cummins take on outside, and Cummins comes inside. Schofield, long ball, Kemp. He's got Harmon running around him, decides to hang on. Harmon running the opposite way. Mick Shaw goes on his own. He looked round for support, nobody went with him anyway, so he took it on. Kemp back in half-back now. Schofield puts a kick in, bounce off a Wigan player. Wigan get it back. Radlinski very quick there to seize on the opportunity. On that one, Skerritt now trying to bypass over to a fire, and a fire throws the ball inside. Oh, what a pity that Leeds couldn't get away from on that one. That would have been a mistake by a fire on that occasion. McDermott, he'd love to score tonight. Still going. Crowd giving every encouragement to Leeds. James Lowes, referee signifying he wants the Wigan defence back. Could have been creeping offside there, but the referee gives them the here comes a try. It's a forward pass, I think. A forward pass as Craig Guinness took that ball, and it must have been a marginal decision. Up there, it was level with that, so there possibly can be no doubt. Well, it's always best to have a forward pass which is a little questionable than a questionable try. Certainly Leeds' tackling so far in his first 20 minutes has been, well, one can't fault it at all. Neither side have tried any frills in the football. Shout for a forward pass there, not given. We can clear their lines. Skerritt is put down on that occasion. Twigamala, can he breaks that tackle? Got a break. He tries to dive under that tackle. In fact, he's lost the ball and Leeds pick it up. And run across field by Cummins. It's down to Iro, and Iro trying to break through. Can't. The tackles are firm. And the tackles are hard. And Leeds have got a penalty. Skerritt. So Leeds are going to kick it goal, or they're going to put it into touch. In fact, Leeds, the chance now by Leeds to take the first kick at goal by either side, and it's Paul Cook hoping to add to his 43 goals so far this season. The obligatory pile of sand comes out. 22 minutes exactly on the watch now. Of course, Leeds will be hoping that if he scores it, but if he doesn't, they'll be also hoping that he manages to put the ball dead, and Wigan will drop out, and Leeds get another chance to raise another attack on the Wigan line. Crowd beginning to roar. Cook, right-footed kicker, strikes it cleanly, but it's wide, and it does go dead. So instead of Leeds taking the lead, Wigan will drop out on their own 25-yard area or 20-metre line. Leeds will hopefully not make a mistake and be able to put another attack. Waiting for the Wigan players to get back, and his long kick nearly to the Leeds 20-metre line, and Cook runs it up just short of the 10 metres from halfway. Leeds now through Neil Harmon take it into the just over the halfway line. James Lowes nearly gets through a gap there as Skerritt nearly takes it, the dummy there. No, James Lowes attacked in half back. Leeds get it away, but the ball has gone back, so it's going to be a kick now. Schofield, high ball, tests it inside. Radlinski takes it with ease, not under any pressure, but immediately takes the ball, keeping his eye on it. He's knocked down fairly, let me add. Appeal for obstruction there, but I don't think Leeds were in a position there to affect any tackle on the Wigan player. Connolly is tackled there as he takes it out to his own. Henry Troll trying to break through, can't. Moved on to that Wigan right hand side. Kick going to come in now. Nice kick, just short of Cook. They're going to go dead. Cook lets it run dead. Leeds will tap out on their own 20-metre line. 0-0. 25 minutes gone. And what's happened there? High tackle, says the referee. Leeds take a quick penalty, put into touch. 9 metres or so inside the Wigan half. 2 balls on the field at the moment. Leeds and the referee not bothered about that. The other one is quickly booted off. And Leeds again. Put on Neil Harmon. Second tackle gone. Now McDermott burying into the heart of the Wigan defence. Kemp trying to zigzag his way through. There's no gap there. Gary Mercer was short of the line. Leeds probably caught offside there, moving off the mark too quickly. Edwards takes it into, puts into touch as quickly as Schofield did on the last Leeds penalty. So Wigan now right out with Skerrett. Not built, Skerrett, is one of these players who will go the length of the field and nobody to catch him. Moved out with onto Andrew Farrell, kicker of 71 goals this season. Not had one go yet, but that one put very nicely there. Connolly slips, down he goes. Just shows that players, how greasy it is out there. Players, obviously not one of these, but footing there kept by Henry Paul, and also the ball. So we're going to have a kick. Sean Edwards, a high kick, chased. Cook takes it and turns round to face his own line out. If he does drop it, it's not a knock on. Runs across the field, straight into the arms of the waiting Wigan tacklers. Francis Cummins not going to make much ground on that occasion. Leeds slowly getting it out of their own danger zone. Schofield, I think he thought about kicking it then. Saw Iro decides to keep it, then gives a pass out, a good pass there. And Leeds make a little more ground. Nobody up in support there as Kemp twists and turns. Does get the ball away to make sure, and they make it up to the halfway line. Which gets applause from the spectators, from the Leeds spectators. Kemp takes it on, trying to get round players. Schofield now. They put a kick onto that far side. Well, Robinson lets it bounce. It doesn't quite bounce as he expected it to, I don't think as anybody else. He's surrounded by Leeds players and goes down there before he's finally deposited unceremoniously down. And obviously the ball burst there, or it's gone soft, because that's how I think it's burst. Well, I've once seen the ball burst in an FA Cup final at Wembley before, so not thinking by the referee there. Well, obviously his attention drawn to it by the Wigan players, and that's why it didn't bounce and caught Robinson perhaps unawares. Probably a good job. Must been just wondered if Leeds had managed to get that ball there, if they'd allowed a try with a ball which wasn't a required pressure. Number 16, Nick Fossard on for Leeds. Kick comes in. Long kick into the Leeds. That bounces. So we've got a ball of correct wind in it, or air, whichever you like, as that ball bounced. And Cook took it up beautifully there, no markers, and was able to make another 7 or 8 yards there. Craig Innes makes it to the halfway line. Shaw, dummy half. Leeds run it on superbly well there by Fossard. Shaw again, his little effervescent hooker, nearly gets into the clear there. and that would have been interesting. It's going to be a kick. Schofield. Kemp puts a grubber kick in. Leeds chase it. A fire puts a boot to the ball and kicks it dead to play it safe. Wigan drop out underneath their own posts. And we just had just over half an hour's play and yet to see the first points on the board yet. I think the crowd must be enjoying this one, despite the score being Leeds 0, Wigan 0. It's been full of incident, and both sides have been playing some good no-frills rugby. Now Francis Cummins takes it back at an angle halfway across the field there, in the middle of the field. Neil Harmon, who's played sterling rugby for Leeds this year. Schofield doing the run around there. Little gap there to use it. Long ball. Francis Cummins inside. But it's good tackling there by the Wigan cover. Gary Mercer runs one way, then the other. Brings in Craig Innes. But there's no way through. The Wigan defence is tight. Now Kemp shaped a pass, didn't. Nobody took the dummy. Now here comes Shaw, burying it for the line. And he's tackled probably about a metre short of that line. That was quick thinking by Shaw. There's a gap there if they can use it. Over the top, but it's an interception. And this is going to be the first try by the looks of it. Unless Leeds can get across. But a long pass there by Leeds when they're on the attack. And Robinson goes the length of the field, and after 32 minutes, rather against the run of play, can have scored. And how many times has you've seen that against by one team who have been under pressure, want another team on the attack, and Jason Robinson gives Wigan the lead. And one must say it's an undeserved lead on the play, but you don't take these chances with the Wigan side. The thing is to play it tight, even though Leeds were trying to unlock the Wigan defence on that occasion. It just didn't work as far as Leeds were concerned, but it worked as far as Wigan were concerned. So it's going to be a kick about a metre in from the touchline on that far side. So if he gets this will be a good kick, and Leeds will find themselves coming up to half-time 4 points down and 4 unfortunate points. Wigan won't say that, of course. So here comes the goal kicker. It's up in the air, it's on its way, and it's not there. So the Jason Robinson try separates these two sides, and the try coming on 32 minutes. And it appeared that was going to be the only way how on the first half hour's play or so that one team was going to score, by getting an interception. Unfortunately for Leeds fans, it came Wigan's way. So Wigan now chance to, they've got the advantage, they've got the encouragement of that, the 4 points scored by Jason Robinson, and they'll move it out. Hand off by Martin Hall, but there's nobody to hand off. And certainly we're going to make a lot of ground on those tackles. And tackle there. Long pass there, I should say, and the tackles coming in. And a short kick there, and that was well judged and well taken by Paul, and it's put Leeds on the attack again, on the Wigan on the attack again, but a good try-saving tackle there, and that stops Robinson. Oh, Twigger-Marler going over for the second try. And it looks as though the referee has awarded the they played the ball to Leeds. They said the tackle, that was the sixth tackle. But that was a good kick by Edwards, and he's noted for those short kicks. And his players are alive to those. They must, one of these planned moves, or several of these planned moves, they come from all over the field. And that one nearly caught the Leeds defence, but a good tackle on Twigger-Marler. And how often has Twigger-Marler gone over for tries from that position? Leeds making ground up towards the halfway line. Nick Fozzard. Tackle's coming in there by Wigan. Now Schofield puts a kick in. Or is he going to run dead? It's not. He's going to have a try. Rodlinski picks it up. Rodlinski can't get out of the tackles there. He's thrown to ground. Off here. Connolly. Can't get out of the clutches of Iro. And a slip there. And looks like Scott Quinnell on the field. Terry O'Connor. Short Edwards. Moving the ball out to Henry Paul. Henry Paul drops the ball. Picked up by Leeds. Chance there to bin support there. But the referee is given the knock on. Been interesting what would have happened there. But Wigan have got the head and ball. And that was interesting. Now the referee giving Wigan ball, head and ball there. So up to 3 minutes before half time. I think Leeds were a bit aggrieved about that, not getting that. Oh, the scrum looked to certainly be a knock on Wigan on that occasion. Leeds have got a chance now, but they couldn't get out of that. Getter was just grasped there. That was quick thinking there by the Wigan to hold on. Fallon now, chance for Leeds now to perhaps tie things up just before half time. Bit of lying on there. Schofield, he's got support there. The gap's there if they're going to use it. Here comes Leeds on the attack. They're going to score. They do score in the corner. So they've tied it up. Less than 3 minutes before half time. And that looked like Francis Cummings. He's not giving it. Well, it'll be a tap to Wigan. And that will be a talking point during the half-time interval in both dressing rooms, I would have thought. And the referee coming under some criticism from the crowd at the moment. Leeds can be unfortunate. I think I've scored a try there. Fire. He's not going to go far on that occasion. Skerrett. Scott Quinnell. And sorely Scott Quinnell was tackled there, and he was, and the referee could have taken him back another 10 metres there. We were saying Scott Quinnell, I think, was held in the tackle, and he got up to play the ball to himself as the tackle was released. So Leeds now a chance in these dying moments of the first half. And as the referee redeemed himself in the Leeds supporters' eyes with that decision. One would hardly think so after disallowing what looked, certainly from this distance, a good Leeds try. But it shows that the Wigan defence can be breached, no matter how tight it is. Kemp turns it back inside. I think it would have been wiser to have moved it out to his left-hand side on that occasion. George Mann, last tackle. If he puts a tackle in, and has it gone dead? And that will be a drop out. Should be underneath the posts. Touched to a Wigan hand. He tried to make it dead. Didn't quite get the exact, but the ball went over the dead ball line. So Wigan, who have been under pressure for long periods of this half, Leeds have breached on one occasion, but the referee pulled them back, much to the crowd's disgust, and no doubt the Leeds players' disgust as well. Nick Shaw slips there. He's trying to run it up. Gary Mercer on that occasion. Neil Harmon getting the ball out wide. George Mann trying to take players off and hoping to get rid of the ball in the tackle, but he's smothered on that occasion. Now Craig Innes trying to outflank the defence on the left hand side. Can't get round. Scrambling defence by Wigan, gets across. Kemp, Schofield a flick back to his loose forward Gary Mercer, and that was the last tackle, and they're in playing. The hooter should be going, I would have thought, any time now. We haven't had many stoppages in this game. I think the fans will have enjoyed it. Leeds unfortunate to be 4 points down. But credit Wigan, we're taking advantage. Long kick by Shaun Edwards. He knows that it's nearly half time, and if he can get the ball as far away from his own try line, chance of Leeds scoring by half time must be minimal. Paul Cook. Shrug got to run through one tackle there. They've done a knock on, the referee says yes. But the hooter beats them before they can go to scrum. So the half-time score at Headingley in this vital Stones Bitter centenary championship game is Leeds 0, Wigan 4, a try and an interception try by Jason Robinson in the 32nd minute. Leeds 0, Wigan 4 at half-time. Wigan kick off, and Leeds immediately take possession and bringing it out from their defensive part of the ground. Number 12, James Lowes. Nick Fozzard, big Nick Fozzard. He can score tries. Certainly St Helens will signify that occasion, that he can do it. Gary Mercer bumps off one there and takes 3 on his back into the Wigan part of the field. Good collect there by Kemp. It wasn't a good pass. Still in front of him. Picked up by Wedlinski. And I'm just wondering if he wished he'd let that one roll into touch. Fire can't make it very far either down the field or across it either. Henry Paul shrugs off that tackle. He's pushed down. So Trigger shrugs off 2 tacklers. Can't shrug off the third. Referee looking round players to see what's going on. And Wigan have made it nearly to the halfway line. Transfer it quickly. Shaun Edwards to put a high kick in. Wigan must surely be offside. Taken by Fallon, and we have to allow him to run a little before he's tackled by Mick Cassidy. Craig Innes nearly breaking the tackles there. And in fact, Leeds have got a penalty. Because Wigan were not the required distance away. They play the ball. So Leeds quickly. Chance now. Neil Harman. The hard-working, always wanting the ball, Neil Harman. Nick Fozzard. Gets the ball away. And nearly a chance now for Leeds. Gary Schofield, and Gary Schofield scores his 300th Rugby League try, and it couldn't have come at a better time than this. 2.5 minutes into the second half, sends the Leeds fans into raptures, but just shows the point of holding the ball up and giving it out. So in the 43rd minute of the game, Gary Schofield gets the try, and that is a milestone for Gary Schofield, his 300th of the night, and this puts Leeds in front in 43 minutes. And Gary Schofield still quick enough to get a chance here for Paul Cook to put Leeds in front at 6 points to 4. And still the cheers ring out Headingley as Leeds make their way back to the halfway line and to their own half of the field, leaving Cook to try and convert that try. And does so. And I just wonder what the referee's decision would have been there if he'd have missed it, because the Wigan players were walking forward into the field of play before he'd made contact with the ball. It'd been a very interesting decision there. Would he have made Cook take it again? Could he have allowed Cook to take it again? Question for Greg McCallum, I think that. The referee Soprino was Wigan this time kick off, and Leeds a chance to make another attack on the move. And surely not a tackle there by number 6 Henry Paul, but at least got it out of danger. Fozzard nearly breaks the tackles. Quick play the ball signified by George Mann, wanted there to try and get Leeds on the attack again. Neil Harman tackled, and the kick will come in. Kemp doing the kicking, puts a low kick in, bounces kindly for Radlinski, he picks it up, can't get back past Iro. Now Offier sets off on one of his runs across the field more than down the field at the moment. Farrell, and again Iro was in on the tackle. And the tackling on by both sides has been pretty good tonight, as one would expect two of the best teams in British Rugby League. Henry Paul, Sean Edwards transfers it quickly to his left-hand side. And Sean Edwards again, he's going to put a kick in, puts the high kick, taken by Kemp. Ball bounces back. He's kicked on by a fire. And is he on for a try? We'll just have to wait and see the referee's decision. He's given the try. He's given the try. So Wigan go back in front. And we're in the 47th minute, so 4 minutes after Leeds thought they got the lead. Wigan go back in front with an off Martin Afire try. That makes his 13th try of the season. And it looks like Mick Shaw going off for Leeds, so could be Mike Forshaw perhaps coming on. And James Lowes will probably move to hooker. This was Mike Forshaw moves to loose forward, with Gary Mercer moving into the second row. But Wigan now a chance to make it 10 points to 6. Fortuitous try, I suppose, for Wigan on that occasion, but you have to take your chances, and they've been few and far between for both sides in this game. Ball up in the air, touches, flags go up, so that is a goal. So it's Leeds 6, Wigan 10, and the goal kicker Henry Paul. But several players, Andrew Farrell not kicking, so obviously he's got probably injury problems, which best for him not to kick. Number 11, Simon Horton, former Dudley Hill player, makes a half break there. Nick Cassidy taking the ball on. Terry O'Connor, the forwards, running strongly for Wigan at the Leeds defence. They lead by 10 points to 6. They want to put more points on the board as quickly as possible. Scott Quinnell, the Welshman, down, held by Fozzard. They'll look to forward pass, and the referee doesn't agree with either me or the crowd, but he's the man in charge. He was near the play. Kick well taken there by Francis Cummings, but he's forced back by Henry Paul. George Mann, Craig Innes, and his ankle is held by Henry Paul. Gary Mercer. No. Now can Leeds break out of this? And looks like Jim Fallon thrown into touch there. Maybe he thought he could outflank the Wigan defence on the outside. And Wigan defence equally determined that he wasn't going to. So exactly on the halfway line, and Wigan with a chance to put another attack and put the Leeds defence under a little more pressure. Connolly shows you one way, tackled by Kemp, was held up, and then Mike Forshaw coming in to make the tackle effective. Twigamala, we've not seen much of Twigamala. He's not been able to give any running chances. Henry Paul, and the Leeds defence at the moment, although it's conceded 2 tries, one an interception try and one a fortuitous. Reach out, Twigamala goes inside, but can't knock off the Leeds defence on that occasion. Craig Innes. 2 All Blacks head to head there, Twigamala and Craig Innes. Low kick, is that going to go dead? Goes into touch on this side of the field, so Leeds will get head and ball. They'll try and bring it out over their own, out of their own 20-metre area. They would dearly love to score a length of the field try like Jason Robinson, but for an interception, Wigan have got to have the ball. But please have it again, and again they're running it out. Wigan tackles in very hard, trying to wrestle the ball free. 10-6 to Wigan. 12 minutes nearly on the watch of the second half. Again, trying to outflank them. Can't. Taken on by Leeds. There's the last tackle coming up as they decide to run it and not kick it. They decide to run it a little way. And they're throwing it out on this side. Craig Innes is going to put a kick in. Surely a kick over the top would be advisable. Chance now for Cummings. He's got a gap. He's got the Wigan attack. The Wigan defence is closing him down, and that is the changeover. And I don't know whether he knew it was the changeover. Surely, perhaps his erstwhile colleagues perhaps have given him the call, and Could have put perhaps a little grubber kick through and give it a bit of a chase. Who knows? But that's pure conjecture now, as Wigan will run the ball out. Jason Robinson not going to go far. Martin Hall, and we'll say that Leeds have closed Wigan down pretty effectively tonight. Another kick by Sean Edwards, trying to put inside. Now Leeds have got to run inside now. Henry Paul taps Cook, and then Trigamala up quickly onto the tackle. Leeds under a little bit of pressure at the moment. Schofield running across the front of the post there, getting through the gap and onto the 20-metre area and pass out of it. So a good break half break there by Gary Schofield. Jim Fallon takes wing players and gets it away to Iro. Now Leeds a chance now to break out. Wigan tacklers come in to snuff out any chance that Leeds have of getting away from that one. Forshaw. James Lowe takes over the halfway line. Again, Leeds have used up 5 tackles, and Schofield puts a kick. It's going to be taken by Rolinsky. Rolinsky comes inside. Martin Offia acting half-back. He gets the ball away to Henry Paul, and Henry Paul surrounded by Leeds tacklers, and they pull him back towards his own try line. And at the moment, both sides, the defences on both sides are very good indeed. And that should be 4 tackles gone as Martin Hall gets it out to Terry O'Connor, who makes it over the 20-metre line. So obviously the kick, is the kick going to be affected now? Now that was one, and now he's going to give a penalty to Wigan, pointing that Leeds did not let Wigan play the ball correctly or quick enough, and so Wigan get that penalty and keep possession and put themselves into the Leeds half of the field. Scott Quinnell gets the ball away. Martin Hall is up in support, and Leeds find themselves under pressure, giving away, well, what was a penalty. Edwards tries to shimmy and get through a tackle, get through 2 tackles there, can't, and he's pounded down to the ground. Henry Paul shows the ball. Connolly down, and Wigan in a very dangerous area as far as the Leeds defence are concerned. Paul, Edwards goes back again, gets the ball out, Twiggamala not got any pace up, and he can't make ground. Referee signifying the Leeds players to get back. Edwards again. It's Martin Hall going to take a drop goal, and does so successfully. So 56 minutes, and Leeds and Wigan increase their lead by 11 points to 6. A Martin Hall drop goal.
With his drop goal for Wigan, number 9, Martin Hall. Substitution on for Leeds, number 15, Alan Tate, replaced number 13, Gary Mercer.
One must say that they're aided by a Leeds penalty when they got Wigan penned in their own half. Leeds fans a little silent at the moment. Maybe if Leeds could make a break, they could perhaps go into voice again. But it's Wigan with the ball. Edwards sees a gap, goes through it, drops the ball, but he dropped it backwards and it's kicked into touch. But they looked as though it went backwards there. The referee has pulled them back. So scrum down 35 metres from the Leeds line. So instead of going to scrum 10 metres from their own line, we go to scrum 25 metres better off. Tugamala into the tackle there, and Kemp at dummy half. Craig Innes, Kevin Iro. So it's New Zealanders who are doing all the work at the moment. Iro shoves off 2 tacklers, makes it up to the halfway line. Please get it out on this side, Paul Cook. Paul Cook to Alan Tate. Captain Scotland in the Emerging Nations World Cup. But he's still moving the ball. Craig Innes. And this attacking moves position here, set up by Kevin Iro. Mick Shaw nearly breaks through there. Just managed to grab him by his jumper and pull him back. Otherwise, that could have been a near thing. Now, Schofield, Kemp, Schofield. Long ball. Try it, chance for Leeds here. It's in for a try. Alan Tate scores a try. And now it all depends on the Paul Cook conversion. Coming up to the midpoint of the half. In 59 minutes, Alan Tate come off the subs bench. Gets the try. His 5th try of the season. And makes the score Leeds 10, Wigan 11. Now how crucial will that Martin Hall drop goal be at the end of this game? I said the Leeds fans will get back into voice again if they could make a break and get near the Wigan line. Well, they're back in voice again after that silent period after Martin Hall had dropped the goal. So Cook, and this one for the far post and drift it in. Right-footed kick, it suit him on the left-hand side, the pitch. Ball up in the air, it's there. And it strikes the post. I think it struck the post below the crossbar though. So Leeds within a point of Wigan. And they'll get a chance to set up an attack because as Wigan kick off, Leeds will get the ball. I was thinking perhaps, and I've said in the past that perhaps they should kick off like in American football, where the team that scored kicks off and the other team gets possession and chance to put an attack going. Perhaps there's some thought in that. After all, in soccer, the team that's had a goal scored against it gets possession by kicking off in the centre. So Leeds, that Alan Tate try, and so near the goal by Cook. One can't blame it, it wasn't easy. But the 2 Leeds tries have been scored infinitely better than the 2 Wigan tries. But it's that Martin Hall drop goal that keeps Wigan that 1 point advantage. Schofield drops the ball, takes his eye off it. And Martin Hall, who collects the ball on the ground, doesn't. Ball drop there. The referee says it's gone back. Tugamala immediately seizes on it. I notice that Wigan tonight have not been able to get the ball away in the tackle so often. And nearly an interception there. And I think that was a drop ball. And the referee has said it's a knock-on. And I have a feeling that the Wigan player there was looking at the Leeds player running towards him to effect a tackle. So possibly Wigan have made more mistakes in this game than they have in all the others put together. And it shows they are human after all. Leeds. Kemp now on the ball. Just going to play it safe. The first tackle, Leeds now 5 tackles to get onto the attack in Wigan's danger part as far as their defence is concerned. Fozzard. Shaw takes it on. He's still going. Looks for support. Edwards lies on a little and perhaps lucky to get away with that because he's looking behind to see where his players are. Craig Innes gets the ball from Kemp, but there's no way through on that occasion. Iro puts a kick in. Going to be kicked dead, is it? It is kicked dead. Craig Lindsay, in fact, it hits the in-goal touch judge. So Wigan will drop out from under the post. And one must say that Leeds, although behind 11-10, have been Wigan's equals, if not better, and certainly territorially they've had more of the game than Wigan. And certainly the crowd, we've got some 17 minutes of this game left. Well, I don't think they're going to leave before the final hooter, or most of them aren't, that's for sure. Taken by Tate, and he strides over the halfway line, takes it up to Edwards. Jim Fallon, the long-haired ex-Bath Rugby Union winger. Schofield shapes to go right, goes left. Now there's a chance here for Leeds. Can they break through? They're going to score! They've scored! And that is George Mann. Oh, what a try by George Mann. Took it on himself. And the crowd, well, they tell the story there. George Mann with a try puts Leeds back in front again. Seesaw scoring in this game, and that's what it's all about. An exciting game, a game played by two teams, the best two teams in Britain. And it's going to be now down to which team runs out of stamina first. Cook, a much easier kick than the last one. (14-11) at the moment the score. George Mann with a try. Paul Cook a chance to get his second goal of the night. And does so with some ease. So Cook's second goal makes a score. Leeds 16, Wigan 11. And I'm just wondering if at this stage of a game this season have Wigan found themselves in arrears. Kick off. And this time ball goes into touch. And I have a feeling that that was a ploy which Wigan used on purpose to get a scrum down, hopefully get the ball from the scrum, although head and ball to Leeds should mean that Leeds should get the ball, but they'll keep Leeds under pressure. However, Leeds will be hoping to hold the ball for their, certainly for their 6, and get the ball away. Cook doesn't make more than a yard from where the scrum formed in a forward position. Now Wigan, but it's Mick Shaw, the effervescent Mick Shaw, takes it out beyond the 20-metre line, and Leeds again running it out. Fozzard, and Fozzard 10 metres short of the halfway line, but run on, and although Leeds player up in support there, he's not going now. Kick by Kemp, goes into touch just short of the Wigan 20-metre line. So Wigan have got to set the stall out from in their own half of the field to try and put the Leeds defence under pressure. Tate up in the line as well. But Wigan He's win that ball. A fire. And a fire slips it away beautifully there to Connolly. But Connolly is dragged down almost where he got the ball from a fire. To Gamala. Leeds giving them no room to run whatsoever at the moment. They know how dangerous Wigan can be, even in their own part of the field. They scored tries by moves from length. Edwards knocked down and the ball gone to ground, and Leeds pick it up gratefully there. James Lowes. And Sean Edwards must be wondering how he came to lose that ball. Neil Harmon. And Edwards a lot more involved, certainly in the tackling tonight, than he probably is normally. He knows his side's behind now, he's got to get them moving. Schofield. Kemp had his back to the post there, but interesting if he'd have been kept his feet and been able to face the Wigan post. Schofield, long pole. Iro, Fallon slips, turns inside, pushes off Edwards, and not many people do that. Now Leeds are moving across. If they move it quicker, they've got men over. They're still going. Cook, he's going in, he's in for the corner, he's in the try. Cook scores. 69 minutes. And Paul Cook puts Leeds 9 points to the good at the moment. And there's a player down, I think it's cramp. Nothing more serious than cramp. And Cook seemed to hesitate for a moment there, but then I think he was hoping to get him nearer to the post, but didn't. The referee has stopped the clock, and so Cook will take the kick some 5 metres in from the touchline. Well, it's good. He's having to bring it right out. Referee taking a liquid intake there. Of course, drink has to be liquid, doesn't it? So Leeds have 20 points on the board against Wigan's 11. The least number of points that Wigan had scored this season in a game was actually 36, and that was against Bradford Northern, or Bradford Bulls as they are now. So Cook, now can he add the points to this? This would be absolutely superb if he could make his third successful goal kick of the night. Scored a try, and that's his 6th try of the season for Leeds. Leeds' newest Rugby League international, of course. Played 1.5 games during the World Cup. So Cook comes nearly back to the crowd in the south stand. And they'll go with him, I think, if he scores this, converts this, hits it hard, it's long, it's high, and it's successful. Leeds 22, Wigan 11. Cook's third goal of the night, and probably about 10 minutes to go. I'm certain that Dean Belby's sending out instructions not to slacken off Leeds. I think if they can hold Wigan now, short kick there, taken by Iro, takes his time, goes outside Cassidy, still going, gets the ball away, Craig Innes, Leeds centres, and just see what Wigan can do. With Shaw then, on to number 17, Mike Forshaw. And Forshaw and do it. Now, Mick Shaw again, just short of the halfway line.
Number 17, Craig Murdoch, replaced number 1, Chris Fridlinski.
Wigan now really will be Be interested to see when they get the ball what their tactics will be. And they throw the ball about at every conceivable opportunity. Well, they know that they've got to score twice. Schofield puts a long kick in, and he goes into touch some 10 metres from the Wigan line on the Leeds left-hand side. Leeds know that the seconds are slipping away. Harmon, Shaw and Fozzard form the front row of the Leeds. And number 17, Craig McDermott on. Tugamala, move it out to Paul. Paul tries to run but gets the ball away. And again, slippiness of the turf on this November evening shows how it is. Wigan wanted to throw everything into attack. They'll want to score as quickly as possible and give them time to get Jason Robinson, Billy Wiz, Henry Paul gets the ball away on his outside. There's a chance now. Chance for Wigan. He's got Sean Edwards. Sean Edwards up to the line. Slips down. Gets the ball away. And again, the tackle comes in from behind. Barry John Mather wanting the ball out. Sean Edwards. But it's gratefully dived on by Leeds. There's going to be a stoppage. And just it's interesting to see what the referee gives here. He's given a penalty to Wigan, has he? Given a penalty to Wigan for some reason or other there. But Wigan will want to, they want tries. A goal, a penalty is no good to them at the moment. A successful penalty kick. Scott Quinnell moving, trying to move quickly. Does so. He's not going to go over the Leeds try line. Tries to do a somersault over. Gets the ball away. And the Leeds have been caught offside. In fact, the referee has given a scrum down. And I have a feeling that Leeds will put it'll be Leeds head and ball. Wigan players gather around the referee. And he's given a penalty now. Talking, and another 10 yards or 10 metres. We've gone metric now, haven't we? And Wigan know that must know they're wasting valuable seconds. So the penalty kick can be taken. Leeds waste a few more seconds, getting back to Schofield. Puts it safely into touch, doesn't bother about gaining much ground. Now, can Leeds keep it for 6 tackles? Wigan push them back. Leeds now trying to put pressure on Wigan. I have a feeling if they get down to the Wigan somebody might drop a goal if they could get that far. This gives them a chance to kick off and possibly get the ball back from the kick-off. Leeds. Fozzard, he's not going to pass. He's not going to drop the ball. He's not going to give Wigan the chance to get on the attack. Rolls over, waits a few more seconds. Schofield puts the kick in, the high kick. Taken very well there on that goal, but Wigan trying to run it out now. The tackle comes in, and Wigan are wrapped up there. Murdoch, the fire. Knocked down. Wigan look as though they thought they were going to get a tackle there. Now, Wigan trying to get it out. Martin Hall, Sean Edwards, he's got players up in support. Good pass there. But that one is snuffed out. 35 metres short of the Leeds line. Sean Edwards again. Crowd wanting a forward pass. They make sure that Martin Hall can't pass the ball out. Now, Robinson puts the kick in. And it's put dead by Leeds. on the attack. Henry Paul skips through one tackle, got support there, touches a Leeds player, but it's not collected by a fire, and Schofield gratefully accepts that. Lies on the floor just a moment. Hall into the tackle there on Alan Tate. Harmon. The crowd singing the old Liverpool Anfield anthem. Wigan tackling as ferocious ever. Last one. Kick. Now Leeds move it out. They have a chance to move it out. They've got players over on the side. Now can they make it up to the side? Kick over the top surely here. Should have been by Fallon there. And that will be the changeover. So a chance now for Wigan to perhaps resurrect something. Leeds caught offside. I think it was... in fact, he didn't play it right. He didn't play it right. Well, so Wigan put themselves under more pressure. Leeds, are they going to kick at goal, or are they going to kick for touch? I thought they might go for touch, waste valuable seconds. They are doing. In fact, Cook is going to kick at goal. Now then, this is interesting. Wasting a few more seconds putting the ball down. A kick hard enough, putting the ball dead if he doesn't kick the goal. Watering the sand pile, or to make it a little more firmer. I'm not noticed the referee, but he's probably stopped the watch. So this looks as though it could be Wigan's first defeat of the season. They've gone 20 games, going back to last season since their last defeat, which was against Halifax. And Leeds for the second season. Yes, the referee did stop the watch. I saw him wave his arm there to signify the timekeepers to get it going again. Cook, long kick, all up in the air. It's not gone dead. It's taken by Paul. He slips. And did he get out? The referee says no. So he's got to drop out from beneath his own posts. And it's going to be interesting now. Are they going to take a short one and hope that it goes the proverbial 10 metres? Well, it goes the 10 metres, but certainly Leeds pick it up. And I think that Wigan will be hoping now, well, Leeds will be taking their time. Wigan have got to score twice. Leeds get it out. Shaw twists and turns in the tackles. And a couple of players there. Schofield drops the goal. Schofield drops the goal. And we're in the last minute of play now. Schofield's drop goal. His fourth drop goal of the season. 23-11 the score. And Gary Schofield seals what could be a vital Leeds win. And certainly the teams in the other area, in the other leagues, will be hoping. Sean Edwards trying to get Leeds in surprise, only manages to chip the ball into the arms. Now is that the referee's given a penalty to Leeds. So again Leeds, and surely calming them down, slowing things down. Schofield will put the ball into touch, which he does do. And Leeds tonight have given Wigan very little room. Even when they were behind, it wasn't that Wigan had worked tries. One was an interception and one was a scrappy play near the Leeds line and scored by a fire. Leeds now trying to put pressure on. They want the Leeds to drop the ball. We can get it back. And we're coming up to the end of the game now. Surely Wigan trying their hardest to get out of their own area. They do, but a tackle comes in. Moving it out onto the left. Wigan move it inside. Picked up gratefully by Leeds. And they'll accept that. They'll accept anything that's going now. Schofield takes his time getting up. Fallon takes the ball on. And Leeds will be looking for... They'll be trying to get more points. Shaw breaks one tackle, Con breaks two. His opposite number, Martin Hall, doing the tackling there. Schofield are keeping it tight, Leeds are. They're not going to make any mistakes at the moment. Crowd whistling, urging that the timekeepers. Right up, kick coming in there. Bounce off a Wigan player. And they're tackled over their own line, are they? And the referee says that's a knock-on. So Wigan, and there goes the hooter. Before we can get the scrum, arms in the air by the Leeds players. The first defeat for Wigan this season. A tremendous game of rugby league football, but it must be said that territorially Leeds have deserved this victory by 23 points to 11.